to work on the next stage, that is inking on my art piece. We are back. I'm back. Welcome to my stream once again. And in a moment, I'm gonna start sketching. There's nobody, I guess. So let's just, in the meantime, just go and upload or post my work on stream. So my stream on Twitter. Let's see how many people like to join me live streaming. Again, here to I'll eat every 2 days time. 2 days time. Maybe sketching. Hashtag SKETC sketching. So we are going to post that, and hopefully if you guys are here, we will start inking. So let's see how many of you know. Okay, none. Don't worry, we'll start inking anyways, and I will find you in a few moments. We will arrange a couple of things. I think I should hide. I think I should print. Capturing full screen is so much easier than that. So we are going to parent these. What happened? Parent these. Parent these, maybe. Okay, no. Okay, I think not all people. Yes. It's something like Control Shift to collectively change. Then we grab this, we can say logo. So what just happened? So it duplicated it. Not a good idea, I didn't want to do that. Let's just create a group, call it logo. Welcome everybody, welcome back to my stream, and hopefully we will start inking, and hopefully we can finish it very soon. For those of you who are new, if you are new here, I think there are 3 people who are watching my stream constantly. Thank you for your dedication. Seems like you people are the same who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you for staying here with me. Thank you for subscribing. We are going to kind of, that looks good even on pencil. Yeah, that looks very, very nice. And we have some of measurements, some backup, sort of. Not exactly. So we'll start by creating another layer. Excuse me. Another layer, and we are going to call it inking or line art. Let's just call it line art. And before we go, we can, right, which I think I should, very much here, go ahead and make it less visible. We can create another layer, which we are going to do, and probably grab a color from a color swatch, head on to the bucket, grab this color, and paint this layer with that color, and then we can go on to set alpha in here. If you can find that erase, maybe not a good idea, alpha. Let's go through some of these. I think we should multiply or add or something that maybe, okay, not multiply. Let's just try a couple of them. Addition, okay. I think addition does it. Addition kind of does it, but divide, no. Reverse subtract, no. Kind of look cool though. Arithmetic, multiply, no. Subtract. That is good, that is good. Binary, let's see binary, and, no. Converse, something that I want to do. I want alpha. I want an alpha. And nor close, something close, but I am not sure if I like that. So if I go grab this, go black and white with this one completely, does that? Okay, no, not a good idea, not a good idea. So no, don't want to do that either. And I gonna go again and choose that. Not implicit, whatever that is. Or I think or does it. If it's black, okay. If it's not, but then again, it kind of ruins the look. I don't like the pixelatedness of this image. So what I'm trying to do is, we can do it another way. There's another way. We can do that. Darken. There's another way. Easy burn. Gamma. Shade. Linear. No. So we're gonna go and go and set it back to normal and probably just erase it. We can duplicate this and possibly just do the alpha and see if we are, no, okay. Selection as boundaries. No. Okay. No. Okay, there's another way to do that, which we are gonna go next, is go here, in the filter, say color, color transfer. Yes. That kinda does the job, kinda, not really. So no, no, my friend, no. We are gonna go color mix, nope, that is not do that either. Alpha is not something I want either. There is another close channel adjustment. Here's another thing that I could do. We say value, or we can go ahead and say blue, raise the blue. Yes, exactly what I want to do. But since it's slightly this, we can erase that ever so slightly in a specific direction. Maybe not so much like that. And probably go back to blue. Oh, no, okay, that's alpha. And go back to blue and make it go down ever so slightly. T2 and here AT2. Let's just do that to blue. Then again, blue kind of looks less bluish. So I'm gonna go back to blue, grab this one, I'm gonna raise to 88, and raise it to 88 just as well. Something that is close to this one, and I'm not so sure if it's gonna look exactly the same. So I am going to see if it just happened. Yeah, I think we're close enough. I think we're close enough. And so now I feel like I want to change the way the arm looks. Should I do it right now or should I go ahead and do it in the inking session? Like that. If we do that, don't you think this is going to look much better? Like that. Don't you think that looks much better? Looks muscular, but also I feel like rather than I feel like rather than going this way, it should do something along those lines. Something along those lines. Like that. Like that. Something along those lines. If not good, then changing. So it's not good. I am going to change, but I would do that. Let's just do that in the inking session. Yeah, let's do that in inking session. Why not session? So another thing that I need to do is like we can, or another way we can do is to set it to 50%, grab the line art, and start to ink right with one of the brushes that I'm gonna choose from here. I'm gonna select one of these brushes and I'm going to test the line art, the strokes, and whatever I like among these. I'm gonna select that. I think as much as thickness I do get from here, I think this one is much more stable as compared to that one. I guess this is more linear. Not the curve itself would be linear. If you go here, you would see if you go into size, the curve is not that linear, but the feel of this pen is very linear. Compared to this, you can see there is less stability. Yeah, less stability. As compared to this, you can see we already have a lot of stability in the line. So much more linear and much more stable strokes. This brush gives you, same goes for this one. We have much more stable strokes, but the thickness goes way too high. So we can easily go in and start to draw it, but I have to choose between these two. One this one and the second this one. This one I may choose for probably the other art pieces or for inking the entire. I'm not so sure, but I feel like the inking part. Uh, okay. This one looks good. Much better, much better. So, seems like we can work with this one as well because it does go very thin, just like that. But I feel like probably I'm either going to choose this one, which is no matter how hard you draw, you can only draw like that thick, which is something that I really like. But I'm gonna go with this one. I like to myself, I really like to go ahead and draw multiple lines to make things thick for some reason, rather than going too hard on the brush. Uh, that's much better if I just go like multiple lines. That's so I am going to go ahead, zoom in the face, and start to figure things out from there on. If it doesn't look good, I will keep on changing this. And I'm going to go and observe the face of a real life person. So I'm now that wrong and making it look more professional. You would see I relate the professionalism in the line or in the drawing process of my art. So what I would do is I would use some tricks and do some things that uh, would make things look much better. Much better. And if you're wondering what those tricks involve erasing. Erasing is one of the tricks that I would use to control the line art. And other tricks like undo and whatever tricks I would have digital media I'm going to use all of what I have available to me, because I do keep on forgetting phrases and terminologies and words as I am drawing or I'm doing my work. So we kind of going back and forth, sharing an image. Like the face part is the most crucial one to get it right. Once we get this right, once we get this part right, I'm going to go, and this is much better. I do see the contrast on the images, and I'm going to make much better decision where my line should be, where the line should be. Just like right here, I feel like it kind of goes straight rather than going left. I did not like try to blow on my screen, like I raise it and like it's a paper. I blew because there was a bug on my screen. So don't confuse for thinking that I forgot that it's not a piece of paper, it's actually digital medium. No, I'm not quite happy with this. Though the nose feels right in my opinion. Since the head is also kind of like tilting this direction, it feels like my nose should go up like that, up like that. Up like that. Right up like that. And so whatever. We got the right eraser. Thank God, and thankfully we got the right eraser. Fortunately, for whatever reason that is, and being here with me can tell the poster itself is gonna take a lot of time. Not the small images, so keep that in mind. With small images, I'm much more relaxed, much more confident. So forgive me for staying quiet, because here's the reason why I stay quiet. Because first of all, my throat hurts a lot, so my voice is going to. I don't know what just happened recently. I was fine for quite some like was fine doing streaming. That was not a problem. The stream for constantly for an hour or so, you have to constantly talk, and I did talk, and I was pretty much fine. There was nothing other than. But recently, I ate something like some sort of snacks from. Give me a second. I think there's an issue with the eye. I think there's an issue with the eye. Let me go ahead and. Issues. So you can see I would go and really, I feel like grabbing this eraser is much better option than grabbing that one. Didn't want to create a triangular eye. I didn't want to create this triangular eye, but here we are. It's like I'm really inspired by the Batman the animated series. So I'm going to. Yes. Mm, roughly, we are still kind of in that phase where I'm trying to get some of the rough lines and we can fix the rest and nobody would be able to tell. What just happened? Um, oh, I feel like it changed a lot. It changed a lot. If I do this, do that, changed a lot. So I don't know if I want to. You know what we can do is we can draw as is. Try to draw as is, and then if it doesn't work out, happens. If it doesn't work out, we can draw slightly differently. What I cannot see is where are the eyes of this character. If I go full, I can hardly see an eye. I can guess where the eyes are. So we can go up here and go where the nose is supposed to be rather than. Yep, nose is supposed to be rather than where I want it to draw or where I wanna draw it. So we can. It's a good idea to draw in a flip axis or in a flip mode. That would totally give you a better perspective or better understanding of what you need to draw, or it would be more accurate because you're trying to draw it from the multiple different perspectives or multiple different, like if an image is accurate, it's gonna look accurate even if it's flipped. There's nothing off about that image, or nothing. Or if the image is right, there's that image is not gonna look wrong if you flip it. If it looks wrong, that means the image was not right in the first place. I don't know how to say it better than that, but you get the point. So if you flip it and it's not right, that means it's wrong. So what you need to do is I will come back to that later. I just want to get these other things right. Other things right, especially the eyes. Right? Eyes are quite big. Eyes seems quite big. Wrong, but I just want to draw as is before we start to get an idea of why things look kind of wrong. What just happened? Okay, everything's fine. So if we flip that, I think it looks right. We can change a couple of things, but I want to get it as accurate as possible, because then what will happen is the image will look consistent. If there's something off, I can go in and personally change, which there are gonna be things, a lot of things that are off. So that is the better approach. Like changing things right out of the gate doesn't. I'm not that experienced of an artist, as I said. So changing things right out the gate is not something that I'm really equipped with doing. I've never done that either. I feel like I want to change a lot of things, and a lot of things I feel like are wrong. But as soon as I do it, it looks more wrong than it gonna look right. So once I have kind of like the blueprint of what I'm trying to do, that gives me more of a idea what I have and how much I should change it, versus trying to figure things out as I draw the line out. We can, if I want to, like I can try on another layer and see if I can get things right in the first try. This way, kind of like a good practice, but it's also kind of waste of everybody's time, unless everybody wants me to do it and they want to support me while I'm doing that. So, by the way, I was trying to complete my time here, so I just forgot to tell people that I am gonna do it for 40 minutes, and since it's late night, yesterday, or sorry, tomorrow, we're gonna do proper streaming. I have to figure out things properly. We'll do proper streaming, 2 hours, early morning my time, but it would be for Europe. It would be from night, from like 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the night to 12 o'clock or maybe up to 1 o'clock in the night. But ignore if there's any background noise. Give me a second, I will come back. Give me a second. So in the next few, okay, we are already 36 minutes. I'm gonna give you 10 more minutes. We can do that. I'm gonna give you 10 more minutes, but I am going to try to add some of the lines, try to finish the face. Let's just do that and try to keep it as close to what's my what my underleaning sketch is. Trying to keep it as close to that, and what I will do. So if you see anything rough, I'm leaving it in because I would go around cleaning stuff before I'm finalizing or finishing this thing. Maybe I need to go closer. Okay, not a good idea, maybe. But yeah, much better. Much better. So you can see, sometimes I need to just kind of flip things. This is how I clean my work. Kind of leaving a square here. So that is that. Then what is here we're gonna do is do that. That's gonna make it look much more accurate. Rest of these things are gonna be cross-hatching. So I'm gonna do cross-hatching on a different layer. Yes. I'm gonna do cross-hatching on a different layer, but we can come back, hide this, and mirror this around and see if we like or dislike. I pretty much like the way it looks. Even if you flip it, we're gonna change anything. We're gonna change in it. So you can see I can do line art work just like. Apologies for that. Just like this work of mine. You can see that. You can totally see that. I can do just that. It's not because my art has improved a lot. All these, I'm even better equipped to do this level of cross hatching. I'm better equipped because I've been doing it on paper, so that's that. So I'm totally equipped with doing a much better job of doing cross hatching and the eyes and so on and so forth. That is what exactly I'm going to do. It's more like a Disney or stylized version of the face. I want to make it more realistic. Even though it looks very good, but it's much more of a stylized version. I do want to make a realistic version, so that is what I was trying to do. And I have a feeling that this eye right here should come down slightly. I'm gonna do that by hand, but in the meantime, I would try to finish this work, or make some of the things that I need to do. 40 minutes in, and I'm gonna give you 5 more minutes, and after that 5 minutes, we are done. Let me see if my mic is still working. Yeah, I guess my mic is still working. So I'm gonna go into 5 more minutes in, and we after that we will take on turn off the stream, and I would go on Beagle Live, upload my work on YouTube, and showcase my streaming on Beagle Live. You can see I am really talented artist. This kind of like some sort of texture right there, and you know, you can totally see I can do the job. I mean, all I have to do is explain you guys why I'm building this comic book, and the inking part would be really, really fast. You can go and switch it, and you can totally see. If you can zoom in, you can totally see my artwork is very good, and I am phenomenal in as far as amateur art is concerned, phenomenal in line art and digital medium. The line art in digital medium, not in real life, sorry, not in on a physical form. Physical form, there's a lot less room for error. I have a lot more room for like infinite room for error. That is why, and I can clean the line art at any time I want to. So you can see, totally can see how I can make complete professional art piece. That being said, as I mentioned before, my art I keep on switching between realistic. I'm trying to keep it more realistic, but more like a Jim Lee versus Disney. It keep on switching between Jim Lee and Disney style, so that you need to keep in mind, because I did show you some of the work as I told you. Like this, you can see here, the face looks totally kind of Jim Lee style, not exactly, but kind of. But if you come here, and by the way, yes, I do keep on changing how the eyebrows and the skull portion of the eyebrows looks like from image to image, because here's one image that you would totally see and can feel why is I feel why I'm saying my work keep on switching between these several different styles. Let me show you. Let's see. This is more realistic slash Jim Lee, but more realistic. It's much more realistic. I would definitely change the way the horns or scales of this guy looks like. Completely going to change, but you can totally see Jim Lee in here, even though the face is kind of a weird one. Um, feel like I would change a couple of things, but more or less it's very, very realistic. I like the way it looks. I feel like I probably would change a couple of things here. Couple of things here. If I go ahead and I'm trying to tilt the head a bit like this. So if it should go down like here, and since it tilted this were to down here and come along that, I probably would change a lot because the jawline should not come. Jawline should not be here. The jawline should end somewhere here, like that. But more or less like going in that direction. Something like something like that. Something like that if you go this way. Mm. Um, yeah, it would be much more accurate, and I would kind of shift this from here to here. Like we change a couple of things, and it will look perfect. Would probably going to go ahead and change the eyes, the way eyes look. So, but you can see this part of my image keep on changing. Sometimes I go high detail on my image, sometimes slightly lower detail, and again the style kind of slightly shifts. Sometimes I go full Disney, but I don't want to go Disney on this. I may go in and add details and trying to make it look more and more less stylized and more like Jim Lee or realistic, but more in this direction. And another one piece that I love, absolutely love, is this one right here. This one I drew in one stroke in my paint without much erasing. Like I just went with it flawlessly, creating this piece. It's more of a Batman the animated series vibe, and you can totally see this this thing matches much more close to this one right here. So kind of signature, uh, but I do want to deviate from that. Even though it looks amazing, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. Probably we're gonna use it here, and probably what I'm trying to do it here as well. But here's much more realistic approach that I am going for in my main image as well. Because as you can see, my work, my line art here is much more in the realistic direction. So hopefully you'll like my work because I have to complete my time for today. Yeah, I think I need to turn that off. I need to turn this off. I need to save this work, and tomorrow we're gonna complete this work. So I already gave you a couple more minutes. Thank you for hanging out with me, and hopefully there are more people watching me and supporting me. Please do share my work now. I am eligible for getting uh, getting money, getting paid in here. So please do consider paying me here so I can support my work. Do share my work, tell other people, tell your friends and families, spread a word out. Uh, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me on everywhere you can find. Thank you all for your support and take care and goodbye. See you on the next stream. Bye bye.